Boo. Well, would you look at what the cat dragged in? Me! Hello, how are you? I hope that you've missed me as much as I've missed you. I apologize that I'm all snotty and congested. I got a little sick the last few days, and luckily it didn't really get me too hardcore. It's all in my sinuses and a little bit in my throat, but it's slowly going away, so I'm in that really sexy stage where I sound like this, and I'm almost debating like re-recording my voicemail, calling up people I haven't talked to in a while, just so I can cherish this sexiness. So I promised you guys in my last prom drugstore tutorial that I would catch you up on what I've been up to and where the hell I've been and why I have been uploading as frequently as I should and as frequently as I had promised to. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time that we spoke and I did a talkative video like this, I think it was my career video, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for all of your overwhelming feedback and support and personal stories. I was actually reading through some of them today and responding to comments, and after reading them, I was like, okay, seriously chick, cancel your life today and film a video. So back in that video, I was working at a particular job where I wanted to basically kill myself every day. So I left that job and I now have a new job, and I've been at this job for about 3 months now, and it's completely unrelated to the beauty industry. And if you guys are new here and you don't know what I do for a living or why it's out of the beauty industry, I will link my career video in the description box below and you can get a little bit familiar with what I'm all about. Now, because I've started a new role, I've had to travel a couple times for work. If you guys follow my social media like my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook page, you'll know that I've been to Arizona twice now, and those were both business trips. And by the way, to the few of you that actually came up to me in Arizona and said hi, deep inside I was losing my shit that you guys recognized me in Arizona. Like, that to me was mind blasting. Seriously. Pretty much when anybody approaches me and they recognize me, I am in shock and awe, and I look around like, you talking to me? So anyway, I have a new job, and you guys know when you jump into a new role, you basically just drown yourself in work because you want to understand the position, and then it kind of seeps into your personal life. I've also been looking into purchasing a home. For those who have done that, I'm sure you know the process. It's dragged on, it takes a lot of mental energy out of you, and in my case in particular, I've changed my mind twice. So I'm sure this will go on for another several months until I find the dream home. Because I've been really busy with work, basically when I come home from work, it's either go to the gym or take a nap or film and edit. And because I sit at a desk all day, I feel like absolute shit when I get home, so the first thing I want to do is go to the gym. By the time I'm done the gym, I make dinner, I'll make my lunch for the next day or something, and then it'll be lights out. And it sounds weird, but I guess in a way the gym has taken over my YouTube life because my everyday life has been so crazy. I also took a well-deserved vacation. Again, for those of you who follow me on my social media platforms, you'll know that I went to Hawaii last week. That was my first vacation, I shit you not, since I graduated college. So my first vacation in like, what, 4 years? Like, that is my life. I don't ever take time to myself to go anywhere. Half the time I don't have anybody to go with, but I did it, and I went to Maui, Kihei to be specific, so it was really quiet and it was really nice. I went surfing, didn't really get much of a tan. I don't know what my deal is, but I don't know how that happened. My hair has completely gone white from the sun though. Probably gained a few pounds, and on the second to last day, all at once, I got my period, I got sick from the air conditioning in our condo, and I sunburned the shit out of the back of my legs while I was surfing because I didn't put on any SPF, because I was like, well, the rest of my body hasn't gotten any color, so obviously I don't have anything to worry about. Joke's on me because my lower half looks like 2 pink crayons. Bridal season has started up for me, and I didn't think I'd be so busy with prom, but the next few weeks are gonna be crazy. I've probably booked more prom makeups this year than I have ever, which is so weird, but welcomed. As I said, the last 3 months at my job has been a learning curve, but I'm all settled in now, I have a routine, and I'm gonna make a conscious effort truly to put out more videos, because honestly when I'm not filming I actually feel sad. It's this weird void in my life, and then I tell you guys, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I'm gonna try to post more videos, and I feel like that boyfriend who keeps letting you down, and I don't want to be that boyfriend who lets you down. I want to make you feel good, right? So that is your recap on my life, and now I'm going to move on to the second part of this video, which is basically kind of like a favorites slash mini haul. I've been doing a lot of retail therapy lately to fill the void of you guys and YouTube in my life because I've been so busy. So if you guys want me to do a huge collective haul, give this video a thumbs up and I'll collect all the things that I've purchased over the last like 1 or 2 months and I'll do a fatty haul. I also personally enjoy doing hauls more after I've used the actual products rather than right when I've purchased them, because what if they're shit and I'm talking about them and then I end up hating them? I just would rather give you some knowledge behind the product that I'm presenting. So I've got a few bath products this time around, and I don't usually talk about bath products, I don't think. So I guess we'll start there. My first product is the It's Raining Men Shower Gel by Lush. This smells amaze balls. To me it smells like honey but better. On the front it says sweet softening shower gel filled with honey and exotic flowers for honey scented skin. If you're big on Lush and you like the bars of soap, I would also recommend Honey I Washed the Kids. It's basically a solid form of this in my opinion. I think they smell identical. I have both in my shower, but I really like this one, and I bought my mom one for Mother's Day as well, and she digs it. This particular shower gel does build a little bit of foam, which I like. I don't like shower gels that build nothing because for some reason soap suds make me feel clean. I don't know. So, Rain Men all over me. That was an awkward gesture. Get your mind out of the gutter. Next, I've got a product by Nubian Heritage, and it is the African Black Soap with oats, aloe vera, and vitamin E. This is a body wash, and I purchased this off of Eyebrow.com. I shop on Eyebrow.com quite a bit for skincare products, as well as health foods, as well as essential oils, body oils. They even have some Real Techniques stuff on there. If you haven't checked out Eyebrow, I highly recommend it. It is one of my faves. Anyway, this also has dead sea salt in it, as well as jojoba beads, as well as shea butter. You can actually see the little beads through the bottle, which help with exfoliating the skin. This particular shower gel, first of all, smells so good. It's got kind of a perfumey smell, so if you're not into that kind of thing, this definitely won't be your jam. It helps fight and heal body acne, and it is detoxifying. I tend to sometimes break out on my shoulders or on my back a little bit because of my sports bras or sweating at the gym, and oftentimes it's because my hair products irritate the skin on my shoulders. So I'm always looking for a body wash or body spray or some kind of body ointment. Ointment, that's a really weird word. Ointment to help clear my skin. If nothing else, this smells amazing and it leaves my skin really soft. And I use exfoliating gloves when I apply it to my skin. I want to say this was like 10 bucks, but I'm not 100% sure. However, I will link it in the description box below. My next product I also purchased on iHerb. It is the Thayers Natural Remedies Peach Witch Hazel with aloe vera. If you guys are familiar with regular witch hazel, it actually smells like asshole. It is absolutely the worst smell in the entire world, but it's so good for your skin, so I used to basically plug my nose and rub my face with it. This one is peach scented and it smells absolutely nothing like witch hazel, which is a total treat to my face. It helps to cleanse the skin, tone the skin, balance out pH levels, tighten your pores. And unlike most products that are used as a toner, this doesn't strip your skin at all. It actually feels quite moisturizing on the skin, I find, which is really good because I'm very oily, so if I strip my skin of all of its oils, it's only gonna freak out and produce more oil, and then I'll just be a huge grease ball. Thayers has like 5 or 6 different scents. I think one of them is lavender, kiwi, there's a vitamin C one. There's all sorts of different varieties of this witch hazel, and I think this huge bottle was like 6 or 7 bucks Canadian. So also from iHerb, I purchased the Queen Helene. For years I haven't been able to pronounce this chick's name. The Refreshing Mint Julep Natural Facial Scrub. Now, I've used the Mint Julep mask for probably 5 or 6 years, and it is my holy grail mask. It is very comparable to Lush's Mask of Magnum Minty, but a fraction of the price. This bad boy right here, which I am running low on. But I had never tried the facial scrub, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. Really, really great facial scrub. It smells just like the mask, if not a little bit prettier, almost kind of lemony, citrusy. It provides a really nice deep clean. It removes dead skin cells. When I was in high school, I used to use the St. Ives apricot scrub, and I used to just scrub the shit out of my face. It would just tear my skin apart, it would tear my pimples apart and actually make them worse. And since then, I haven't been able to find a facial scrub that's really gritty, gets right in there, but doesn't harm my face. So I was really happy to find this. I think it was like $6. I will link it in the description box below. The last thing I purchased off of Ohhhhh is the Real Techniques facial sponge or makeup sponge. I forget the exact name of it. This was something like $6, and it is an incredible dupe for the Beauty Blender. Like, pretty spot on, and this is what it looks like expanded because I washed it for you guys because I'm trying to totally impress you and woo you. It's got a pointy end like this, and the other side is flat, which is really nice to clean up the under eye area as well as your eyeshadow sometimes here. $6. I couldn't believe it. Another thing about Ohhhhh, I usually go into Google and I'll type Ohhhhh promo codes, and I'll usually find like a 10% or 15% promo code, and I use it and I get a nice discount on my entire order. I don't have my own Ohhhhh promotional code, although I feel like I should probably contact them and ask for one and tell them to hook a sister up. So I might do that, but if not, Google it and you will more than likely find a promotional code. I picked up quite a few things from Ohhhhh the last time that I placed an order, but they didn't make it into this video because we'd be here for an entire week talking about them. If you guys are into health foods or more natural products or more earth-friendly products, if you will, I could dedicate an entire video to just things that I purchase off of Ohhhhh. Let me know in the comments below if that tickles your pickle or diddles your skittle. My girlfriend always says that, and it's in my head. Thanks, Singe. Since we're already on the topic of beauty sponges, I might as well keep with that trend. Another favorite at the moment is the Quo facial sponge, or precision sponge, forgive me. Anyways, it comes in this container. This also is expanded. I washed it beforehand. It's kind of like an egg shape. It's got two pointy ends. This was also $6 at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. Quo is exclusive to Shoppers, and Shoppers is exclusive to Canada. Much like the Real Techniques one, this one is very, very close to the Beauty Blender. It's a little bit tougher, but it still does work on that foundation, girl. So if you're in Canada and you can't get your paws on the Real Techniques one, I would highly recommend this one. And since we're on the topic of Real Techniques, ooh, I'm just so smoothly weaving from product to product. You'd think that I planned this thing. I didn't. Anyway, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I love the buffing brush by Real Techniques, and I always use it to buff in my foundation. Well, when I was in Arizona on my work trip, I popped my Ulta cherry, which was thrilling, and I picked up the Real Techniques stippling brush. Now, this has been my foundation brush for 2 months now, real talk. I've never really been a big fan of stippling brushes for foundation before. I have the MAC one, I have a Sigma one, I have some like no-name brand ones, but this one, for some reason, just tickles my pickle. It just really does it for me. I don't know, it's the perfect length, first of all, and then it's the perfect density and just the ratio of short hairs to longer fiber hairs. Just fabulous. Doesn't make my foundation feel cakey. I feel like when I'm doing this, it seems like I'm demonstrating applying my foundation. So if any of you took my advice in the past and purchased the buffing brush because I loved it so much, move over buffing brush. There's a new bitch in town. I've been really obsessed with eyebrows lately, and I still have to edit my eyebrow tutorial for you, but I was at Ulta and I also picked up the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. This pencil is kind of an oval shape. It's not your traditional round or pointy eyebrow pencil. It's nice and flat, but it's got a little bit of chubbiness to it. And when I'm using it, I actually hold it flat against my brow and I just draw in the hair hairs and fill in the end and a little bit of the front, and holy crap, this is the bomb diggity. Usually when I see universal products, I am pretty skeptical and I'm like, great, I'm gonna look like Count Dracula with dark ass eyebrows and blonde hair. But I was very happy with it, and the other end is a spoolie, which you can brush out excess product with, and I would recommend brushing it this way, not upwards, because when you do that you tend to actually brush the product up into your skin, if you know what I mean. Not a good look. How much was this? I want to say it was like 19 bucks, but I might be exaggerating. Also from Ulta, I picked up the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I'm pretty sure I could have picked this up in Canada a million times, but for some reason I was just feeling so spontaneous because I was in Ulta. And again, I was very impressed. I'm not gonna lie, usually when it comes to Benefit products or any products that have really adorable packaging and marketing behind them, I am absolutely skeptical and I just tear them to pieces because I want to know the truth, and because I am in marketing, I'm harder to fool. I'm all over this shit. I'm so obsessed with it. It's so good. You win, Benefit, okay? You win. It has a teeny tiny little spoolie like this, and the spoolie is fat on the bottom and pointy at the tip. It's a tinted moussey consistency, and man, it fills in your brows. It actually, I think, has fibers in it that, yeah, it's a brow volumizing fiber gel. So the fibers actually act as pretend hair follicles and they fill in those sparse areas. So on the days where you want to go a little bit more natural and you don't want to do like a full crazy hard brow the way that I have on right now, I use this on the mornings where I hit the snooze button like 40 times and I don't have any time to do anything, so I just throw on some of this, some mascara, some blush, a little bit of chapstick, and I'm out the freaking door. This was in the $20-something range, and mine is in light medium, and I believe it comes in 3 different shades. Also from Ulta, I'm not gonna rave about this product. Actually, this is more of a rant, and I don't usually do rants on products because I feel like if I did, we'd be here till the cows come home, but this product is actually a fucking joke. Now, as you guys can see, I'm not a very tanned individual naturally. I'm pretty fair, and it's fair to say that I am a fan of products of the self-tanning variety. Now, because I spend most of my days alone, I don't have a way of self-tanning my back. I struggle in that department. Basically, self-tanning my back is a whole gymnastics class for me. A failed one at that, and I usually pull something. So I saw this little guy at Ulta. It is called the Sunmate. Simple, sleek, and functional. Really? Well, easily applies skincare products to hard to reach areas. Wow. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good freaking deal to me. So I purchased it, and I get this little paddle that looks like a foot file. Cheapest plastic I've ever seen in my life. This specimen, shall we say, literally feels like the most non-absorbent, non-spreading, spongy applicator I've ever felt in my life. It actually feels like a piece of ham. It like kind of bends a little bit. Listen, I tried to give this product like 4 tries, and by the end of it I would get probably more use out of this using it as a mosquito swatter of some sort. Maybe I will in the future. I normally use the Saint Tropez dark tanning mousse, and I use the glove that comes with it. Now that specific glove, the material of it spreads the product, absorbs the product, and leaves a nice even finish. The first time I used it and I saw the result, it actually looked like I blindfolded my 6-year-old niece and let her go wild on my back with self-tanner. So Sunmate, I'm sorry, but you fired. I think what I might even do is actually take one of those Saint Tropez gloves, cut it out, and glue it on this. I feel like that might help the situation because this is just... okay. Moving on, every time I go to the States, I find the nearest Walmart and I pick up Salon Perfect eyelashes because they come in these perfect multi-packs and they are fabulous quality. I think one pack is $5 or $6 and you get 4 pairs of eyelashes. I got Demi Wispies and I got the 53s. I think these are like a more natural look. I use these all the time, huge fan, and who doesn't like multi-packs of eyelashes? I usually use the Smith's Rosebud Salve in the little tins, but I decided that I wanted a product that I don't have to dip my finger in all the time. Don't get me wrong, the finger dipping is actually quite satisfying to me. That's why I buy those tins. For some reason, I like using my ring finger and applying it on my lip. What movie is that from? It's about a crazy girl in a sorority. Please, if somebody knows that movie, leave it in the comments below. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The crazy chick in the movie used to apply her lip balm with her ring finger and would stare off into the distance, plotting everyone's death. Am I the crazy chick? Anyway, so I picked up the Smith's Rosebud Salve from Sephora, and I love it. It's the same as the one in the tin, except it comes in a tube, and I don't look like the crazy chick anymore when I apply it, so big fan. Not sure if I've ever mentioned this product before, but lately I've been going absolutely ham in the mascara aisle at the drugstore because having like 15 tubes wasn't enough. I purchased I think like 5 or 6 other ones. It's a problem. Anyway, I'm really loving the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless Fibers Mascara. Comes in this beautiful neon tube, and the wand is the balm. Kind of reminds me of the False Fiber Lashes by L'Oreal, and you guys know that is one of my absolute favorites. I actually, in the same trip, purchased the waterproof version, and I took that one with me to Hawaii, and it was great. Anyway, this one is awesome. It adds volume, it adds length, it just makes your eyelashes appear like you're wearing eyelash extensions, but you're not. Great formulation, great price, and what else can I really say about it? Also went a little bit mental in the nail polish aisle at the drugstore, and you guys know I really like the Maybelline Color Show nail polishes, but they came out with a bleached neons line, and I picked up Lime Accent and Bleached in Peach. This one is a creamy neon peach, and this one is a creamy lime green. What I really like about these is that they're pastel but neon at the same time, which is a beautiful combination in my opinion. The formulation of these is redonkulous. I've talked about it before. Very gel-like, very long-lasting. 1 or 2 coats should be enough with like a good base and top coat, and their color selection is off the charts. A blush that I have been gravitating towards almost every day is Down Boy by The Balm. It's a completely matte, dusty plum shade, and you can wear it really light or you can build it up and have it look really dramatic. I actually have it on my cheeks right now. I'd say this is a pretty universal color, and I've also used it in my kit before. It's great for bridesmaids or brides. I don't know the exact price of these either because I bought this one on sale and it was like 40% off on Outlook a few months ago, so yeah. 2 lipsticks that I am really loving by Joe Fresh. These are cream matte shades. This one here is Sorbet. Very beautiful. I don't know if it'll show up on camera as I swatch it. It's probably not going to do it justice. I really suck at swatches, but very pretty for the summertime. And then the second one is Chai, and this is more of a nude shade. Again, I am not doing it justice, but trust me, it's very pretty. So again, these are matte. I believe they're like $6 from Superstore, and unfortunately Joe Fresh and Superstore I believe are only available in Canada. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. So if you're Canadian and you happen to be at Superstore and you're in the makeup aisle, I would definitely stop by Joe Fresh and pick up at least Sorbet. My next product is a glossy stick lip stain thing. I don't remember what it's called because I've been using it so much that I rubbed off the label, but it's by NYC, and it is in Metropolitan Mauve. This is a bluish purple pink shade, and I think this particular type of shade is beautiful with blue eyes and blonde hair. I would highly recommend this for anybody with my complexion or hair color or eyes. It's very flattering, and this actually does leave a little bit of a stain behind, which I like. It's very moisturizing. I think it was like $4 from the drugstore, and it's very comparable to the Revlon gloss sticks. I believe Rimmel has them now too. I think Hard Candy has them. I think pretty much every brand has them now, but as being a beauty junkie goes, you gotta catch them all. My last favorite product is actually a perfume, and it was a gift to myself when I was having a really long, draining day. This perfume is so hard to find. It's literally hit or miss every time I enter Sephora, but I was downtown and I lucked out, found it, and it is the Dolce & Gabbana perfume in, I'm not going to butcher their name, but it's number 3. They, I believe, have 3 perfumes in this range. They're like numbered and they have a word underneath in French. 3 in particular is either discontinued or just extremely hard to find because, as I said, it was quite the challenge to get it. It's very difficult to describe the scent because it's so soft and dainty and beautiful, but it's a little florally and a little fruity, which isn't something I normally gravitate towards, but I've had my eye on this perfume for over a year and I just for some reason haven't purchased it because I always wear Burberry London. But now I have it and I love it and I'm glad I picked it up, and whenever I wear it I just feel like a beautiful little fairy in a floral meadow. So that concludes this sort of update slash favorites slash mini haul video. Feels really good to be back in front of the camera talking and interacting with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want me to do a huge haul, which will include all of the damage I have done to my savings account, give this video a thumbs up and I will gather everything that I've been purchasing over the last few months and give you a monster haul with, I'd say, pretty good reviews because I've tried all the products now. I will eventually get around to editing my eyebrow routine. Okay, wait, one more favorite, and it's a song, and no, it's not my baby Drake, but this song has been playing in my car on repeat for too long because it's been in my head this entire time that I've been filming and I've been secretly jamming. What to do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now make it clap. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Damn, baby, you got a bright future behind you. That's a jam. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do some squats now. All of the products that I talked about will be listed in the description box below, as well as all of my social media platforms. I will try to get iHerb to give me a promotional code, but if not, then just Google it and you have a 99% chance of finding one. If you want to share any products that you've been loving or you want to request anything for the channel, then leave that in the comments below. I am excited to read what you have to say. Thank you guys very much for being so supportive and patiently waiting for me to upload a video. You guys are fucking dope. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love you very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.